everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Alice and it's so lovely to have you here. Today's practice, I want to be for those days where you're feeling stressed, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling breathless, you're feeling disconnected from your body and you need a time out. And we're going to be focusing on breathing, on grounding, on moving fluidly and just connecting to our bodies, connecting to the floor and staying super rooted and centered. When you're ready, roll out your mat. You can grab yourself a couple of props if you'd like. I'm going to use some bricks. I've got some cork bricks, so if you've got some of these, you can use them. Otherwise, you're welcome to use a couple of books or anything that you might think will support you. And I'm also going to use a blanket today, mainly because it's really nice and also because this practice is a love letter to yourself. This is self-care. So look after your knees, look after your hamstrings, look after your ankles and all that jazz. So when you're ready, let's come into a child's pose. And I'm actually going to set up my blanket under my knees because being a yoga teacher does mean that you tend to get a few crunchy knees because I'm always up, down, off the floor all the time. So coming onto your blanket or just onto your knees and come into your child's pose, knees wide, toes touch. And slowly, slowly work your way down into a child's pose. You're welcome to stretch the arms forward, or you might want to just rest the hands underneath the forehead. Drop the head down, sink into the hips, and release. You might be landing here after a busy day. Much needed time out. So revel in that opportunity to just be. So start to arrive and land in your body. Feel that energy just start to drop out of your head and your chest and your shoulders. Dropping into the floor and into the hips. And coming into your breath. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose, fully into the belly. And out through the mouth. And one more of those. Take the biggest breath you've taken in all day. And let it go. Nice. Stretch the arms out in front of you. Slowly shift your hips over the knees. Click the knees in slightly so they're underneath you. And just start to sway it out. Knock your energy around from the hands to the knees, to the knees to the hands. Just starting to weight bear a little bit into the wrists. And just add a bit of free movement. A bit of self-expression, just getting into all of those sticky parts of the body that need a little bit of extra love. My hips are already clicking. They're like, please give me some love. Good. And breathe. Maybe it starts to work a little bit into the spine. Drop the chin to the chest. Just have a little stretch out and an open. Wiggle into this space. 2 more breaths. Hinging into those hips. Opening into those shoulders. 1 breath. Nice. And start to work your way back to a kneeling position. If you've got bricks with you, you can use those now. So as you sit back to the heels, my go-to is I like to pop a block between my heels. You can also pop a blanket underneath the knee creases just for support. Bring the knees together so you've got kind of narrow hips. So the hips can relax, the thighs can just support each other, sitting on that block or on the heels. Coming into this Vinyasa pose. Good. Hands to the legs, sitting tall. Have a little fidget, a little move just to get you into this space. And then closing your eyes. Relaxing the eyelids and the jaw, the cheeks, the lips and the chest. And as you feel the front body just starting to soften and relax, especially in those days where it becomes extra tense, you can probably feel the frown lines starting to release a little bit. They start to iron themselves out. As you feel that energetic shift, that drop, start to come into your breath. Breath awareness at the entrance to the nostrils. Just in and out. And trying to just be an observer, so watching it from the sidelines. Trying not to take control. We're trying to release control in this practice today. Making it a body-led practice. So taking this time to become aware and notice the breath as it draws in, how far it goes down into the torso and the chest, where it stops, how warm it is, what its texture is. And how it feels, those sensations. What the breath is doing for you today, and the potential that it has to do for you as we work a little bit harder on it. And then we'll all just take a big inhale together. Sigh it out through the mouth, release. And come all the way to the bottom of your breath. Your body is empty of breath. Pause at the bottom just for a second. And then inhale through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, let it go through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Linger in that bottom space for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight into your exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Smooth into exhale. Inhale. And exhale. chin to chest, hands to floor, tuck the toes and lift the hips into your forward fold. I'm just going to pop my blanket, fold it up at the back of the mat a little bit so I have a little platform, and I'm just going to pop my heels onto it. Just to lift slightly so I can relieve off those hamstrings ever so gently. And just fold it forward, relax the head, shift it out into sides of the feet. And stick with that breath, in through the nose and out through the nose. You might find a shake of the head, you might find a hook of the elbows with the hands. Just knocking your energy around in space, finding your edges so that you're more aware of your center, where that is today. Slowly starting to roll yourself up, one vertebra at a time, very gently, just easing it out, all the way to standing. Once you make it there, stand tall. You can keep the eyes closed if you want to. Feel a slight lift up through the pit of the belly, space underneath the armpits, softening into the tips of the shoulders. Stand tall, stand proud. An acknowledgement of the start of your practice. Almost like a power pose. You got this. Take a breath in, reach the fingertips high. We're just going to sigh it out on our exhale. So pull something down from the ceiling, like you're pulling resistance bands down. I'm just going to sigh it out and be as audible as you want to be. You might be alone in the house. Just let it go. All that frustration, all that anxiety, just get rid of it out of the breath. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, let it go. Last one, inhale. You might want to push the tongue out as well. Use the diaphragm to push it out. Exhale. Release, roll it down. Let it go, hands to floor. Heel toe the feet a little bit wider. Come onto the 45 with the feet, 45 degrees. And take a seat into a little squat. Just shift your squat out side to side. Opening up into the inner thighs. You might have a go at lifting one set of toes and one heel. You can have a go at no hands if you want to as well. Rounding through the back, lengthening through the back, just shifting the weight, stretching it out, and moving into any spaces you haven't explored yet today. Find your center once again in the middle, whether the heels are lifted or not. I'm actually on my blanket, so it adds a little bit of ease into this place. Sitting tall, fingertips can stay on the mat. Take a breath in, press the crown of the head up, squeeze the shoulder blades onto the back body. Exhale, lift the hips, drop the crown of the head, forward fold. Inhale, lift the crown of the head, drop the hips, drive the knees over the toes. Exhale, release. I'm just going to move like this, just firing up the legs a little bit. You can move with your breath. Inhale, drop the hips, lift the crown of the head. Exhale, release. And if you want a little bit more, you can have a go no hands, maybe hook the elbows, find a lift and a squeeze of the shoulder blades back behind you as lift the elbows to the ceiling. Exhale, release into that ragdoll. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Let's take 4 more. Working into the outside edges of your feet. Don't let your knees roll in. Staying strong in the glutes. 1 more. Take a seat to your malasana. Take a breath in. And then we're just going to walk out to our plank. So you can move your blanket off to the side. You can actually pop it out in front of you, because we're going to come onto the knees in a little bit. So, walking your way out into your plank. You can keep the feet a little bit wider if you'd like to. Find the hands, firm the legs, strong through the belly. Again, you can shift it out, forward, back, side, side. Establish that strength coming from the middle. Take a breath in and a breath out. Keep rounding through the upper back, driving down through the arms. One more breath. Inhale at the top. Exhale, let's lower. You can drop the knees to the floor if you'd like to. Squeeze the upper arms into the side of the chest. Release. Finding your oscillating cobra. Hands out to the side to 10 and 2. Elbows lift high. Press all 10 toenails into the top of the mat. The back of the mat. What am I on about? Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, lift. Drive the shoulder blades down. Exhale, release. Hands by the ribs. Press into the hands. Tuck the toes. Lift the upper chest. Send it back to an active child's pose. Start to sit the hips towards the heels. Take a breath in. Lengthen out the spine. Hinge into those hips. And then when you're ready, take it into your downward facing dog. Have a little pedal through your down dog. Make sure your blocks are both at the top of the mat. And just wiggle. Come into your breath. Relax the head and release. Establishing your strong foundations in the floor. Pressing through all 4 knuckles of the fingers and the thumb. Pressing into all 10 toes. One more breath. And I'm going to shift our weight into our left foot, lift our right leg high. Keep the hips square if you can, lifting up from that left hip crease, and relax the head. Use these moments to let the head go. Look to the back of the mat. Take a breath in. Lift the back heel high. Exhale, we're going to take this right foot and step it outside of our right thumb. Not right thumb, right hand. Coming into lizard lunge, drop the back knee. And finding your lizard, you can come onto the fists here. You can stay on the floor with the hands, or what might feel quite nice is grabbing the blocks under the hands just to give you a little bit of lift and a little shift outside side. Shift through his hips, wag your tail outside to side and just open into the space. You can have a little shift forward and back as well. One more breath just to get comfy into the space. And then establish some pressure down through the left hand. We're going to sweep the right fingertips forward and sweep the right fingertips up to the ceiling. Take a twist. Reach those fingertips high. Opening up the chest, almost leaning the chest back slightly, and the arm might start to slowly slide back behind you. You can pause here, or actually what we can do is bend the elbow, cactus the arm open through that right shoulder. And then last option, maybe squeezing the back heel in towards the left bum cheek and towards the elbow. So you have this real pull in towards each other, like on a rope and a pulley. Squeeze the heel to elbow, take a breath and lean the heart back. Exhale, tuck the back toes, right fingertips sweep up. And that fingertips are going to thread all the way, I can't get my words out today, all the way through and under us, down the length of the left leg. So you can come down the left thigh or towards the knee and engage that right side waist. So you're trying to twist underneath the left armpit. Inhale, come forward, drop the back knee, sweep the fingertips, big circle. Exhale, cactus, bend the back knee, squeeze the heel to the elbow. Inhale, fingertips high. Lift both legs, maybe roll on the front heel and slide the right hand down the length of the left legs, starting to wrap the chest under. Good, take one more with your breath. Inhale, reach up, drop the back knee. Exhale, pull elbow to heel. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, try to sweep it back and thread the hand down the length of the leg. Beautiful. Come forward. Reach the fingertips up. Find a twisted lizard lunge, nice and high. Reach the fingertips high, maybe starting to reach them back behind you towards the back. but stay strong through this left leg, pumping it up to the ceiling. And then start to reach the fingertips up. This time, I'm going to stay high and turn both sets of toes to face the left side of your mat. You can move your bricks out of the way. I'm just going to pop them here out in front of me. Because we're going to take it to the back leg. Start to bend into the left knee. Right hand's going to hook to the outside edge of that left shin. Left arm's either going to come to the lower back or to the ceiling. And you've got a little bend into that left knee, getting into the groin, twisted wide leg forward fold. Make sure those feet are sort of aligned with the outside edges of the mat. And then if you want to, you can start to shift the weight into the other leg. So bend into the right leg. And then bend into the left leg. And bend into the right leg. One more. Beautiful. Keep twisting from the waistline. Good. Release the circle of the arm. Take it all the way forward. Left hand to the front of the mat. Outside, take it outside of the shoulder slightly, so maybe to the top left corner of the mat. Make sure your blocks aren't going to be in your way. I'm going to start to circle, come onto the knife edges of the feet, turn both sets of toes to the right side of the mat. Reach your right fingertips high and squeeze the right side waist and the right hip up to the ceiling, horizon lunge. Take a breath in and a breath out. One more, inner thighs squeeze together. Good. We're going to reverse the journey, come back to the left. So turning both sets of toes all the way to the left side of the mat. Ground the right foot to align with the short edge at the top of the mat. And turn the left toes out into your warrior two on the left side. Bit confusing, I know, sorry. Just thought it felt quite fun just to flow. Push through the feet. Squeeze the glutes. Energize through the arms. Look over the front fingertips. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, we're going to extend the front leg, reach the fingertips high. Turn the left toes in and turn the right toes out and bend into the right knee, coming on warrior two, right side. Inhale, fingertips reach high. Let's reverse. Turn the right toes in, turn the left toes out. Exhale. Flying our warrior. One more to the front. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Bend, pause. Once you get there, flip the front palm, take it back, reverse the warrior. Left hand slides down the length of the back leg. Keep breathing into your right rib cage. If it feels nice to you, you can always hook the back of the head with the right hand. Just relax the head into the hand. One more breath. Beautiful, guys. Circle the arms over. Frame the front foot. Step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to your plank. Exhale, lower to the belly. You can drop the knees on your way if you'd like. Inhale, pull the heart through, come into a baby cobra. And then send it back to your active child's pose, into your downward facing dog. Nice and slow vinyasas today. Just really focusing on that breath. Moving through, not having to rush through them. Let's take the other side. So when you're ready, left leg is going to lift. Squeeze the heel towards the ceiling. Roll the left hip down and lift through the right hip crease. Take a breath in. Use the left bum cheek. Lift it higher. Exhale, let's take it into lizard on the left side. Take the left foot outside of the left hand. Dropping the back knee. If you want blocks here underneath the hands, I would recommend for a little bit of support. And just sway it out. Wiggle through the hips. Get into the groin. You can take side, you can take it forward, back. You can even take little circles with the hips. One breath. And then finding your twisted lizard. Right hand drives down through the block or into the floor. Left fingertips reach forward. And then we're going to sweep the fingertips up and over all the way to the back of the room. Take a moment here, get comfy in that shoulder. And then bend the elbow, cactus the arm, squeeze the elbow back. Maybe squeeze the heel towards the elbow. Breath in and breath out. Inhale, fingertips sweep high. Tuck under the right toes, lift the back knee off. Exhale, thread the hand through, down the length of the right leg. Maybe roll on the front heel. Get heavy in the back heel and start to thread your body underneath the right armpit. Inhale, come forward, sweep it up. Drop the back knee. Exhale, pull everything together. Open the heart. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, thread it back into your pyramid. Twisted pyramid. Last one. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Beautiful. Keep reaching down the length of the leg, maybe towards the knee. Inhale, come forward one more time. Lizard lunge, but stay high off that back knee. Sweep the fingertips up, circle them all the way back, strong through the back legs. Squeeze the right bum cheek. Take a breath. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Good, then we take it to the right side of the mat. So sweep the fingertips over and start to shift the hips all the way over towards the right side of the mat. Coming into your wide leg forward fold. Starting to bend into the back leg. Left hand hooks the outside edge of the right ankle. Right hand to lower back or right fingertips to ceiling. Twisting and extending up to the ceiling and getting heavy into those hips. And then you're welcome to shift it out into the left knee and into the right knee. And into the left knee and into the right knee. Nice. And then come all the way forward. Right hand to the front of the mat under the shoulder. Turn both sets of toes towards the left side of the mat. Turn onto the knife edges of the feet. Left arm sweeps up. Breathe and open the left side of the chest and the left hip. Take a breath in. And breath out. Beautiful. Take it all the way into Warrior Two to the back of the mat. So turning all 10 toes to the left. Open the right toes to the front, to the back of the mat. Left toes turn in. So we've got a different front now. Warrior Two on the right side. Looking forward over those right fingertips. Take a breath in. Push through the feet, get heavier into the hips. Flip the front palm. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. Turn right set of toes in. Turn left toes out. Bend deep into your Warrior Two left side. Inhale, sweep up. Turn front set of toes in. Turn back set of toes out. Beautiful. Last one to the front. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open. Flip the front palm, take it back, reverse the warrior. Feel free to have a little cradle of the head with the left hand to release any stress, any tension out of the neck. One more breath. Push through the feet, draw the belly in. And then taking it all the way up, use the core, frame the front foot with the hands. Ooh, I always hit my palm. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to your plank. Exhale, lower to the chest. Inhale into your cobra or maybe your up dog if you want. Open up the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And a breath out, release. Right leg is going to lift one more time. Strong through the arms. This time bend the knee, bring the heel into the left bum cheek and open that right knee up to the ceiling. Stay strong through that left side, not trying to collapse there. One breath, just breathing open the hips. And then circling that right knee up and over to the right side of the waist and stepping the right foot outside of your right hand. Come into your lizard lunge on your right side again. Bring a block under your left hand. Get heavy in the hips, starting to twist it out. Sweep the fingertips up and over. And maybe even staying here, getting heavy in the hips and just trying to reach back with those fingertips, opening up the chest. Or you might be able to squeeze the foot in towards the bum and take a bind of the outside edge of the foot. You can also grab a strap here if you'd like. I always find it's quite a maneuver getting a strap from this position. You almost need like a helper or something. If you've got the bind or you've got the strap, or even you can use a dressing gown tie, push the foot into the hand or the strap and get heavier in the hips. Lean the heart back. One more breath. Nice. Release. Tuck under the back toes, lift the back knee off. Circle to the left side of the mat. Open up the back toes, the left toes, and starting to sink into Skandasana. Get heavy into that left side, get heavy into the hips. You can take a block with you. I'm actually going to take a seat to my block. And just open up here and breathe. You can play around coming off the block and onto it. We're not trying to destroy ourselves today. We're just trying to open up a little bit of space. You can go no hands. Beautiful. And then take it into horizon lunge on the right side. So move your block out of your way. Skandasana to horizon lunge. Stay low in the hips, as low as you can go. Dig through that front heel. Left hand to the top left corner of the mat. Circle it over into your horizon lunge. On the right side, open both sets of toes to the right. And then from here, make sure you've got space with that left hand to sink the hips. Get really heavy in the hips. Right hand's reaching for the back of the room. Good, even heavier. One breath. Super nice. Good. And then getting even heavier with those hips. And see if you can start to sink into a side cobra. So you can heel toe this right foot back. Maybe just stack on top of the left foot. This right hand can come out in front of you. Sorry, I'm facing the other way. I really want you to breathe some space into this left side. So can you sink into the left shoulder? Get super heavy and stretched out in that left side waist. Breathe. And then slide the right toes behind you. Press them into the floor. Press into the left wrist one more time. Squeeze the glutes and start to lift into your wild thing. Open the heart. Just one breath. Breathe it out. Inhale. Exhale. Take a seat back down onto that left hip. Good. Roll over that left thigh. Roll onto your belly. Come forward. Inhale. Pull the heart through. Exhale. Glide the hips back. Other side. Left leg is going to lift. Squeeze the heel into the bum. Open the knee up to the ceiling, opening up that quad, the hamstring, the hip flexor. One more breath. And then squeezing the knee into the side of the waist. Big circle all the way forward to the outside of your left hand. Drop into your lizard lunge. Find a block under the hand if you'd like. You can always stack the blocks if you want to. This bind is quite a tough one. I always find it quite tough without blocks. I always have one knee that's a bit crunchier than the other. So get heavy. Drive through that right hand. Squeeze the shoulder blades back, opening up the heart, and then maybe starting to squeeze the heel in. Hook the outside edge of the foot, and then lever all the body back to send the hips forward. Take one more breath. Release. Skandasana on the right side. Pick up the back knee. Take it all the way to the back of the mat. Bend into the right leg. Maybe take a block underneath the bum. And take a seat. Try to keep the right heel connected to the floor. Driving the right knee over the toes and just get super heavy. You can even curve into the spine here. You can play around with lifting and lowering and lifting and lowering. One more breath. Finding some balance. Finding some support. And then horizon lunge on the left side. Stay low in the hips, ninja style, to the top of the mat. Dig through the left heel. Sweep it all the way forward, right hand to the top right corner of the mat. Turn both sets of toes to the left. Lift the hips, lift the arm. And then circle the arm back, and as you do, start to sink the hips as well. Beautiful. Let's take it straight into that side cobra. So heel toe this left foot to stack on top of the right. And then I really want you to collapse into this right side. Maybe the left hand out in front of you for a bit of support. But really starting to collapse here to find some opening into that right side waist. It does feel a little bit wobbly to start, especially if you take this hand off. I can't talk and do it at the same time and take that hand off. So find that support. And then sliding the left foot just behind the right leg. Push through both feet. Squeeze the hips up on your in-breath. Open up the heart. Take a seat. Roll onto the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. And just let it go. Breathe in some space. Breathe in some calm and some release. And observing your breath now. Observing your chest. Where there's any tightness in the body. Where your energy is now. Where your focus is now. Feeling free to stay here as long as you would like. You're welcome to take a place that's a little bit more comfortable for you if child's pose doesn't offer that. But if you feel ready to finish your practice now, slowly work your way up to a comfortable seat. Sitting tall. And bringing one hand on top of the other at the heart center. Keeping the eyes closed if you can. And sitting here with gratitude for yourself, for showing up today, for showing that commitment and that dedication to your practice and to your body. I want you to sit grateful for your amazing body, for supporting you today, not just through this practice, but through your everyday, everything it does. Be proud of yourself for giving it some love and respect. So we'll finish with a big breath in and a big sigh out. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. It was an absolute pleasure to have you. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up below and also subscribe to my channel. It'd be awesome to have you back every single week. I hope to see you next week. Lots of love. Bye.